Hello everybody, this is Irrational again with a new Bitcoin video. And first, as usual, the risk disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. This is only my view on the market. If you do choose to invest or trade, trade with what you can afford to lose. You can have a read of this. Okay. So today, the title, don't listen to my advice, is rather peculiar, or so peculiar, or how my friend would say. Because if you were following my Twitter or Facebook, I put out this nice little chart saying that we are in a fourth corrective way of a minor trend. And I put this 4 here. And I'll go into more detail about it later, but to summarize it, I was wrong. So this is what I want to say. Nobody can predict the market. There are so many different opinions on the market. So when you're looking at different videos, you're looking at charts and all different opinions. Take this as an information and make your own decisions. I was talking with a good friend of mine the other day, and he says, I'm following this trader, and I'm just mainly I'm just doing what he's doing. But then he has like times like now where he's really confused because there's so many different information coming. Some people are saying that we are in a downtrend. Some people say that this is going up. So then you can always be confused. So do make your own research. And yeah, the big lesson for me today was that markets are irrational, and they can move in irrational ways for a long, long time. Because for me, I still think, in general, that cryptocurrency is in a bubble. But the thing is that this bubble could last. It could last for a year. It could last for 2 years. It could end now. You never know. So if you haven't seen the movie Big Short, I would highly recommend. Big Short. It's a great, great movie. It's about a housing bubble that happened in 2008, and you have all the big movie stars in, Christian Bale and all the rest. So a really good movie. But what it's the main point there is that there is this guy, Christian Bale, is playing this doctor who's analyzing the markets, and he realizes that the housing market is in a bubble because the mortgages are not supported, and everything is A++. But you can look at the video. I don't want to go into detail about it. But basically, he realized that market is in a bubble around here where I draw this circle. And although he knew that the market is in a bubble, market was still moving in irrational way for about a year or two before it started turning down. So this is my point, right? If we look at the bigger picture for Bitcoin, we're just going up, 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 right? And we had corrections before, like correction here from 5 to 3,000. So that's what, 40% or so. And then again, bam, there were so many corrections, and every time that we're going down, we're like, oh, we're afraid, or are we in the bubble or not? This is basically the first time for me that this is the only thing that I'm doing, just looking at the markets, because I had a job till last month, but now I'm just focusing. So this is why I'm more aware of it when it's happening now. When we have a correction, and then I'm like, are we in the bubble or not? So this is actually the main question, right? Are we in the bubble or correction? And I don't think anybody can actually answer this exactly, but we can do our best, right? So yes, yesterday, if you were following my Twitter and Facebook, you saw that I put this nice little picture with these waves, and I said that we are on another way down, and I was wrong, or at least I should have been more. I was really precise that this is already turning, but you know, we have 2 points where this could actually turn. And first one was here where there was 0.5 retracement on the Fibonacci level, and the second one is here. Okay, I have this reversed on 618. So that's the second, second point where the things can turn down. But you could also argue that it's not, right? So this is what I'm saying, but don't listen to my advice, because, for instance, yesterday I said, okay, we're going down already, but we didn't. We might go. This might happen today, but okay. So let's use some new information that we got today. So we went up here. There was a contraction, and then we expanded up again, and I will draw the line that is the most important line to watch now is this line, and as we see, it already respected this line here. So this is the trend line, and it bounced off here. So if we break through this and we see a support here, so if this happens, let me put this in. So if we see something like this and a retrace that doesn't break through, that's a strong signal to buy. Okay, but if we see this going like this, we know what's the answer. We know where we're heading. Or if we see a false breakout as well, so this is why I want to see retrace. False breakout is when this goes up and you think, oh, we're going up, but it's rejected and it goes down. So I want to see this. I want to see this retracement here, and then going up. So this is one really important line to watch, and another one is here. Okay, so even when we break this one, if I am buying here, I will only buy until up here, because this will be another resistance. And there was another trader that put something like this. He put this chart before this even happened. He put this chart around here saying that this is gonna move like this. And he could be right, he could be wrong, but the thing is, if I'm buying, so because I figured out I had a big lesson like that tonight, or that markets are irrational. Now I will always look at the markets like this. First scenario, break out, so break out from this small trend line and a retracement. Okay, where's this? And retracement. Buy until here, number 4, until 4. So that's first scenario. And what I mean by buy, I mean by buying all the altcoins as well, because as we know, they're highly correlated. And the second scenario is breakout, falls, break out. So then I'm selling. I mean, not selling. I'm not in the market anyhow with altcoins, just a little bit. So if that happens, I'll just wait for a better spot to go in. But I will short Bitcoin as a day trade, sell and wait for altcoin buys. And then the third scenario, so we had a breakout and retracement, we had a false breakout, so up and down, and the third option is we don't break the trend line. And again, then I wouldn't be selling day trade as a day trade probably, because it's hard to find a good entry, but I will definitely wait for altcoin buys. So wait when it goes lower, right? Trend line. Retracement? How do I spell this? Retracement. I think it's fine. So, okay, these are the three possible scenarios. You have them here. So, breakout and a retracement, and I'm referring, all this is referring to this trend line. And if we retrace here, so the price stops here, then I can buy the altcoins and all. If we have a false, it goes up and then down, which I think the second one is the most unlikely of all, because this move up was quite explosive, it was quite strong, so to speak. So I don't see that happening, but it could. But the third one, we don't break the trend line. And let's look closer what's happening right now. Yes, so we are bouncing off of this trend line. All right. So on a shorter time frame, this is 15-minute. All this is referring to what's gonna happen here. So goes up, false. This is a false breakout. It goes up and bounces somewhere, probably above the same line of support, which is at 618. So it goes here and bounces off. This is the second scenario. And the third one, the price just doesn't have enough momentum to break this. This was happening to Ripple. Actually, I could go to the Ripple chart and show you the same scenario. XRP, okay, I'm in the index. Bitfinex. So this was happening with Ripple a few days ago. Sorry. So we had this strong breakout happening here, yeah. So let's make this. Okay, we'll just delete everything and put in a new line. Ray, actually. And this will help. Okay. So we had really similar situation in Ripple the other day. And if you were following, I made a video about it. We went up, and then I said it's a good opportunity to buy because we were at this support. So it went a little bit lower, and then it went up strongly, like day to day. It had a breakout or expansion. And what it happened, it went to this line. And it's really similar to what's going on at the moment with Bitcoin. It went up, but then it, as you see what happened there, it was the third scenario of what we were saying. So it couldn't break that trend line, and when it did, it just escaped for a little bit, and then we went down. So this is one possible scenario as well, and it's gonna be clear in the next few days what's gonna happen, or even in next few hours we're gonna see the first signals. Okay, as you see here, rejection, rejection, rejection. It went up, but it was kind of like a false breakout because it went lower, because we want this to go, when it retraces, we want it to go above the support. We want it to go above here, and it didn't. It went under, so that was a bad sign for Ripple. And now we have a similar situation in Bitcoin. So I'm sure you can see I'll actually make it like this so you can see the similarities. Bitfinex. Okay, so we have Bitcoin now. So, okay, where are we now? Here. And this is both on 1 hourly chart. So we had the same kind of like situation, explosive move up. It went to the trend line, and now we're here. And then we have 3 scenarios as we speak, as we spoke before. And also, let me comment on what on that photo that I put on Twitter. So what I was saying is that I need to go to a hourly chart. That we are in a fourth corrective way. So we know the market's moving waves. So my interpretation was that this is a move down, and this is just a retrace on a move down. But the point here is to note that if we have a retracement, we usually have it on three different zones. It's 382, it's 0.5, or it's 618. So although yesterday I was wrong with saying that we are turning around here, the only difference is this can be just a little bit higher, and we have that trend line. So okay, here you have it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, you're welcome to follow me on Twitter, like and subscribe, share my videos, although the title of the video is ironic. Alright, all the best.